Okay. I have to put some kind of picture or something because what happens, the whatever, however they put the pictures up or whatever, they always get stupid positions of me and it doesn't look right. And I'm like, what is that? So I'm like, or, 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 or. Now they got a lot to choose from. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Being So Light. My name is Felicia, as well as Niana, as well as Princess McCullough. You pick and choose, it still comes back to me. So, what do I do? What do I do? Did you feel it? Did you hear it when it came in? I'm talking to the women. Did you feel a divine feminine presence? Did you feel it? Yes. Everybody in my group is talking about it. And I checked in with the elder in Puerto Rico, and she told me her experience, what she felt. I got hit twice. One was sound. It was like a a it was a weird ring sound. It was like it went really deep, and then it just stopped. Me and the kitty kitty heard it at the same time. Kitty kitty was like, I'm like, I know, I hear it too, and it just stopped. Then when I got in my car yesterday, went to go pick up something. Oh, I went for my massage and got this massage. Mm. One of my priestess in the group, and she did a wonderful job. I got hot oil, hot stone, and gua sha. Yes, with an orthoceras. Yes, yes, yes. Orthoceras, me please. Felt so good. Get those muscles and the connective tissues unbound. Jeez, a lot of work to be on this planet. But anyway, darlings, it was, I was driving over there. I already went to the bank, picked up the money to give her. And then when I was coming down the street, driving, the clouds had split and this light came out and it just went boom, and I went, it was so bright and blinding. I almost couldn't see the cars in front of me. That's how bright it was. And I said, okay, I accept the divine codes from divine creator, the one true source God, and I take that in as a true mother, father, God, true essence, creator. So as soon as I said that, and I said it, thought it real quick, it just went. And I was like, I stayed hot the rest of the day. I was sweating. I was hot. I was like, damn, sweating my butt off. So by the time I get to my massage, I was just sweating and my body was like hot. I was just really heated. But I kept saying to myself, okay, I'm going to have my sesame oil. I already gave her all the oils I needed to have anointed onto my spine. And I said, well, I want to make sure that it's nourishing. So I did the sesame oil. Didn't want any coconut oil on me. I wanted sesame. So I got that massage going and it felt really good. And I was just like, yes. So in this process, those of you that felt it now, I've had my priestesses, um, can't say my priestesses of the Stargate group, their experiences um, has just been wild. I'm like, okay. So they got all there, what happened to them, how they felt it. But then I heard from one male who said, oh, Hold on one second. I'm sorry. I got. Oh, thank you, Kalina. I love you. All right. Um, that's Kalina Molar. Light language. Yes. Um, they were all letting me know what their experiences were, what they were feeling, how it came in for them, how they felt about the light, and how it was expressing, how it just came in. Some felt sleepy, some felt very energized. I slept all the way through last night. Did not wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was having some kind of dream about something I didn't want to agree to, and I said, "No, no, no, I'm not doing that." And I even remember waking up saying, "Yeah, no, I need to," and went back to sleep. But let me tell you what happened last night. Are you ready? This is, I need you to pay attention to your animals, especially your cats. All right. So, Kitty Kitty, she's been really quiet. She's been, the other cat, she's been quiet. She's been sleeping. But Kitty Kitty's been sleeping. She's been hiding, like behind couch and under stuff. She's like trying to protect herself. Like there's, too much coming in. She's having a hard time. It's making her tired. So at nighttime, she comes out and she roams around. She hops up in the bed and she's all talkative and everything. But she was just, today, she was even hiding and ducking. And it's like, what is going on? She's feeling something. So last night, after we heard that after I got my massage and everything, then got all relaxed and I'm laying there and she comes in and she crawls up and she gets right up here. I go, "Hey, what's going on? How you feeling?" And she's just kind of purring and she's doing her thing. She's purring. And she spinks me. She puts her paws out. She's like a sphinx. So I said, okay. So she's laying there and I'm rubbing her head. Now the lights are off, okay? Lights are off. Rubbing her head, petting her. And she's purring more and more and more, doing her neck. Then all of a sudden, she starts emanating, glowing this light. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, oh shit. Sugar, 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 dum, dum, no. Here we go. Beep, beep. Oh my. She is emanating all this light. She's glowing. She starts glowing. And the more I'm petting her, the more it becomes like this silvery white light. And then this light is so bright, it starts emanating. And next thing I know, I don't even see her eyes. I don't even see her. It's like a vague outline. I'm like, oh hell. She done went and got cosmic on me. No wonder why she tired. I'm like, oh dang. So then I take my hands off of her, and then her form and her fur, everything comes back. And I'm like, I go, Kitty, what do I do? What you doing? Kitty, Kitty. So she, I said, okay, wait a minute. Let me try it again. You know me, type A personality, Capricorn. Yeah, always gotta test it out. All right. So I go back in and I start petting her again. And she starts emanating that light. She starts getting light again. And I'm like, holy crap, look at this. Wow. And I start doing it and she starts purring. And the more she starts purring, she starts emanating the light and she literally, her eyes, everything, she just like vanished. Like I can see her, feel her, but she just, her light just takes over. And I said, dang, look at you, kitty. You are like kitty. You are divine like kitty. You've always been a divine like kitty, but look at you. You got code. Just like, you don't have to have milk, but you got code. Look at you. And so she just kind of laid there, and then I just watch it just kind of like go, and I'm like, wow, she's really like controlling that. How she feeling? So, like I said, Kitty's been resting, but last night to watch her emanate her light, I said, that's why I'm telling you, pay attention to your cats. And you won't see it until you turn the lights off and you connect with them heart to heart. They're right here on your heart space and you're connected. Pet them and watch and see if you don't see their light go. "Hmm." So she got imprinted on. She got imprinted. I'm like, yes, yeah, a lot of light going on, and everybody's lighting up. So I only had one male say, okay, it's been 48 hours. Now what? I'm like, oh, you waiting for the key. You waiting for the key activation, aren't you? Because the women got it. You felt it. You feel the lift. You feel the like, you know, you feel the, this is greater than waiting to exhale. This is like, whew, you're flowing differently. Things are moving differently for you if you do been testing it out. I've been testing it out all over the place. I'm like, oh yeah, that's working pretty good. So when you code in, now we're in the process. Now we're integrating. Okay. Now this is what's happening. We got it, but the men, they do need it because it was said that the men were going to need this. Rod, Chief Rod, made this comment and this teaching known that the women would get it and that the women were going to be the activators for the men who wanted and chose to have their divine codes activated in a very divine way. Now, I'm not saying the men didn't get their divine codes. No, they got it. But your codes will accelerate more with your divine partner or the partner that you have chosen at this moment that you're with or married to or partner with. So here's the deal. If you're with your wife, men, and she's been a little charged up, you need to bond with her. You need to come together. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Draw the bath water, bring home some flowers, take her out for dinner, be the divine masculine of romance and love to her. Date the goddess, nurture the goddess, love the goddess because she holding the codes. She's holding it. Whether she knows it or not. Just in case, as some of you might not be feeling into yourselves. All right. So you get with her, then the charge comes in and then it's just gonna go okay, and it'll charge you up. Then both of you are on that frequency. You're hovering. Now, here's the thing. In Gene Code 55, I think it's 55, 56, where it talks about the divine couple, the divine masculine, divine feminine, how these two are needed because they are going to be anchoring the light and pulsating and sending that light out to the following people. Okay, that's needed. So even if you're a single person, you are divinely aligned with the source, the divine source, the true God. Okay, not the false one, the one you have to be afraid of and all that stuff, not that one. The true one of infinite love. All right. That's how this rolls now. All right. If it's not loving you, it's not divine. New rules. That's the frequency, that's the vibration, how you'll be recognized. If you're holding a lot of hate energy, resentment energy, I'm better than you, and I could do it better than you, and you're nothing, that kind of negative, come, that stuff, old wound stuff, we're all going to be processing it, moving through it. But if you're still vibrating in that and you're not vibrating in the self love and the self nurturing and emanating that, it makes it harder for you to flow. This is why it's going to be the year of the light workers. Yes. Can't wait. It's going to be the year of the light workers. Want to know why? Because as our light becomes stronger in ourselves and we stand in our truth of who we are, and we say no to the things that are not divine. If it's not divine, it's got to go. If it's not divine love, alignment, forget it. You're going to rise above that energy. Your frequency is going to be that high above it. Okay? It's raining outside. I love it. So just know we're integrating now. And this is where you want to make sure you take care of yourself and pay attention and listen to those gems that come up, ideals that come up out of nowhere faster. And it makes you feel good. It makes you say, oh, yeah, that sounds like a fabulous thing. I think I should do that. That sounds fabulous. I should do that. Okay. That means you're going to, align yourself with that. Things that are lower frequency energy, you know what I'm talking about. Drama, traumas, all that stuff. Don't align with that. I'm finally hearing some more people saying, I'm choosing not to watch the news anymore because it's not true. I said, that's about damn time. I stopped watching the news over 5, 6 years ago. Yeah, I never could, it just never, I don't know. I just remember when the angels came to me and told me what the real meaning of news was: negative environmental word service. That's news. And it's so true. When you look at negative environmental word service, news. And ever since my beloved angels shared that with me, I was like, you know what? That's right. I don't like listening to that. My parents love the news. They watch it in the kitchen, bedrooms, computer rooms, living room, family room. It's all over the place. They love the news. That's fine. But I don't need that television, that television, telling a vision. That's false if you buy into it. I'm not into that. I'm into cultivating with community and bringing in like-minded, heart-to-heart connection, love energy that is going to change the world. That's a part of positive change, not this negative change, not this being enslaved 9 to 5 to stay alive. We're not doing that. Being in a creative place and making a new way. Everybody should have a place to live. Everyone should have the care that they need. Everyone should have food. I saw something today clicking around on YouTube, and I think I don't know where this is. I know it's a like I want to say Caribbean or African, where the water they have to use like the boats or canoes or so to get around to their homes and whatever, because they have so much water, and they live in the homes that's on above water because everything that's gotten so flooded. But can you imagine? And I watched the lady, there was green algae as she's walking through the water, it came up to her knees. As she goes up to the steps to her home, that's just floating around on the water. She has a bucket of water at the door and she rinses her legs off, then goes in. Then, if she has to go back down the stairs to go to the restroom or to go cook food, she has to step back down into that water and then step up and then go into restroom area to take care of business or go over to the next room and cook food. I'm sitting here saying to myself, that should not be. There's a lot of things on this planet that should not be. You know what I'm saying? So let's just all hold our energy, our codes, and work with the codes. However, they show up for you. Those are your divine codes for you. Okay. However you're feeling, pay attention to your animals. Make sure you change out their water. Bless up their water. Take it and make sure you put that love energy into it. So they're taking in all that love energy for themselves. Okay. So if you're feeling it, just be with it. Now, last night, in between Kitty Kitty lighting up the world, lighting up life, um, I was chit chatting with my dragons. And this is so divine alignment. I was saying, well, what else do you want me to do? And you know, how else can we do some things? Be of service to humanity, help people. You know, get out of fear and trauma. What are some of the new codes coming in other than what I got? How can we do? It's just good. And they were saying you need to speak more of the dragon light language. And I was like, oh yeah. Oh, well, it's kind of like it's kind of deep when speak it. I don't know if I'm doing it correctly. Okay, that's what I said. Do you know what they did today? Thank you, Kalina. Thank you, Kalina Malar. She was just loaded up a video not too long ago, hour ago. And she came on and her message was, this is how it's like this now. Dragon light language. And I was like, no, you guys did not just do that, did you? I know about dragon light language, but yeah, you're being hesitant. I'm not being hesitant. Yes, I'm going to listen to Kalina. So I've had one-on-one sessions with Kalina. She's awesome. I love her. She's a very pure soul, divine um, light being that's here with us. Love her. You can follow her here on YouTube, and she has a Patreon page. So, what does she do? She does the light language of the dragon, and when she did it, I was like, "That's exactly what it sounds like." I was like, "Oh my gosh!" So I sent her a message, and I said, "Oh my gosh, thank you for this message. This was validation." Because I was kind of like hesitant to do my dragon because it's so deep and whispery and crackly and it's not like like it's not that it's not that light language. It's just whispery deeper sound that comes in, and when she did it I was just like, so as I'm processing my process and you're processing your process, this is a time you pay attention to what's coming in that you need to really be connected to more. Okay. And listening and paying attention. Okay. Don't if anything comes in and it makes you feel doubtful, fearful, unsure of yourself, and you start questioning if you're if come to the heart, saying if you're not here, you're not positive, you're not love and divine alignment, you have to go. Why? It just leaves because it knows it can't stay. I love it. So I really wanted to share that with you. So hop over to because she did the activation for it. And it was kind of funny. I was like, well, I'm already activated. I was just him hawing around, being kind of like timid about doing it, you know. But one of the things about when they speak through you, because dragons are so high vibrational, okay, they are not low vibrational beings. They are 12th. Oh, you guys almost forgot. They're 12th dimension um beings. So let me back up a little bit. You know, as we were going into these portals and hitting these portals, there were certain things that you wanted to take care of, close the door on, da da da. And one of the things I got hung up in was I put my books on Amazon, my ebooks. I put my information in easy ebooks on my webpage, da 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 da, is on Amazon. So I did that. But when it came time to wanting to design an author print of the book so I could have it in print, I got it kind of started, and then I just kind of like, I don't know, went cruising somewhere, went out, did this, that, forgot about it. And then when I went through to go to do some checking on it, I said, oh, I still have this open because I haven't physically gotten my Arthur copies of the books. Now, here's the thing. Ever since Chat GPT 4 and everything came online, I remember when I was trying to make the first print of my first book that I wrote. They were going to tell me it's going to take 2 weeks to print it, da, 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 you know. And I think that's when I just kind of like, I think I just wait. I kind of just waited. Now I waited. Now you put in for it. Hell, they print your book out. You get it in 2 days, 2 days or less. So this will say not for sale because it isn't for sale on it, but this is my first one. And the artwork, I even wrote about the artwork in here and set my intentions. It has all the people in here that I give thanks to. And it feels really good to have my author name on here, Felicia Dunbar Burns, because I honor the Dunbar because it's linked to the first. I have to use this title. I don't like using this title. I should say indigenous um poetry writer, poet writer. First one. It was a male, black. And I forgot what his first name was, but his last name was Dunbar. And I said, oh, that's an ancestor. Interesting. So my writer's name is this. So when you're looking, this is my writer's name. I'm honoring both of my lines. Okay. So Spiral Light is my first one. Now, it's good when you do get the author copy because it makes it so that, look at that. It just in case my dad is doing a silent psyops on me. Okay. So military, aren't you? I know you are. Anyway, that's me. It's it's a different feeling when you get your book. So this was the first one. And the print is a little bit too small in here. So I definitely am going to change the print because this is really small. So I'm going to tell them I need to change the print. But it's how I had it laid out, how I did it. Print's really small. Then my second one is this one. This is the one that just currently has been put out. And this is the Galactic Spiral Light 12th dimensional divine source healing. There you go. So, and on the back of it, I put this, and it says, enjoy the following message of Spiral Light Healing. The open journey of clients results of releasing stored emotional trauma in the body. You are the healer you seek. You are the medicine you seek. You are the love you seek. You are light. Be so light. Much love. Be good to you. My mother. So I was just like, I got my books. Yay. But this one, look. They super printed it big. I mean, this is great, if you want, big, but it's a little bit too big. So I'm going to have to go back in, on my leisure time and reduce it down, and then reprint it again and see how the font looks. But yeah, it's bigger print. So super, super small on this one, but super, super big on this one. But nevertheless, here it is manifested in my hands that I did this. So now my next book I'm working on has to do with the divine Heka. And this one is going to be more of the magic of self, connecting to that divine magic of self. Something I've always wanted to talk about and write about, but there's people that, what do you mean by that? Oh, you get all weird. I don't have time for weirdness. That scares you. Skip rocks. Go ahead. Bye bye. I said kick rocks. Kick rocks. Skip rocks. There's some kind of rocks involved. Cookie said it. That's all I know. Cookie said it. Yeah, an empire. That's it. Oh, kick rocks. There we go. I heard you mean kick rocks. I'm like, yeah, kick rocks. There you go. So anyway, I wanted to share that with all of you so that you would know I have my books, and it feels really good to have the printed version of them out. But the message right now, when the first vibrational tone came in, when the codes were coming in, it hit our firmament dome. It hit that because it's cracking. I've been hearing cracking sounds. It's cracking, but it's not cracking to the point to let certain ones out that are trying to get out. Not yet. So when it hit it, it made this whoo, and that's why we got this whoo, like kind of like a gong sound. Why we got that tone, and then it stopped ringing. Okay, so that was it coming in and doing that. So pay attention to people. And the elder and I were talking about this. The ones that are representing, calling themselves true speakers and stuff, and just kind of pay attention who else they hang out with. Okay, just letting you know. There's some that are mean it by good heart, but there's others that I'm like, what are you doing, man? Just saying. Some of us that are just speaking the truth, we're not getting paid. We're not getting a paycheck. We're just showing up and being here. We're walking in our truth every day of who we are. We're not getting a paycheck for that. Some of us don't get paid. So just be aware because it's on now. I'm seeing a lot of trending energy to distract you, to take you away from yourself, to make you not trust your information that you're receiving yourself. Okay, just be aware of that. It's really raining outside. Sounds really good. So I'm going to pull a card for today as of what we're really feeling. And then I'm going to pull another one. That's the top card. Here's the bottom card. God, it sounds so pretty. I love the rain when it's just. I don't like driving in it. No, 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 no. I like listening to it from the inside, not driving it. No, 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 no. No. Okay. So our message, first one is the unfolding. The unfolding. The unfolding. And then we have the descent energy, having the descent energy. And that's a number 30. And then what's being consumed? Look at that. The world is in the center of a big mouth. And what's being consumed? How weird is that? On number 4, I gotta find out. I gotta ask more on that one. What is being consumed? Oh. Okay, consuming. And then number, I'm going to say 13, transition. So you have the above, the new, and then the death below. What's the transitioning? What are we birthing into and letting go of? You know, what is the deathing of? This is really good. Mhm. Very like in your face. These cards are very in your face. She's good. I love this. It's Sacred Tarot. I'm telling you, this is a really good set. She did a good job putting these together, and I love the artwork on the cards. So, one last thing I want to leave everyone with: when you are doing connecting to your light language, you just connect. I like to connect heart and then straight up. And then I bring it all together in heart and then ground in center. It happens pretty fast for me. But when I'm speaking in the light language, my English translational words, I see them here, but my voice is translating it in the language. It's either going to be Lyran, the ancient tongue of the indigenous ones. That's the only one that I can call it, where it's very old, ancient type of language. I can't call it Lemurian because it changes in its tone and dialect. Um, and then the dragons talking now. The dragons, if you connect with that after you see Kalina's video on the dragon one, you have to watch that. That's going to activate you if you are working with dragons. Now, dragons, they already know who you are. If you're part of their family and you've worked with them, you've been with them before, they seek you out, not you seeking them out. They seek you out. They know who you are. You've been DNA encrypted with their codes. So they know who you are. They know to be, especially in warrior dragons. I have one good warrior dragon. Ooh, one just came in just now because I was talking. Just went whoop, like, hey. So the warrior dragons are the ones that we ride when we have to go in dimensionally and be fighting. Okay. The healer dragons are the ones that come in and they like to do the healing work with you. They carry the codes for the healing. The elemental dragons will be one of water, the air, and if it's just straight mystic energy that they're working with. So the dragons I work with are pretty intense, but they're loving at the same time. You know, they don't play, and they're very very guarding, very protecting. So I love that. Then you pair that up with archangels. you got a you got a nice troop. So I love that. So just when you're in line with your dragons, just align with them. But please go watch the video that Kalina Millar did on dragons just now. She just posted probably over an hour now, and it was really really good, straight to the point how she talks about it. And let me tell you, I just love the fact how the dragons lined that up. I was like, yeah, you guys are smart. But when that comes in, get ready for your throat to be very whispery and crackly and a lot of that sound. When I was making that sound, I was like, this is so deep. Tones are so deep. But then when I heard her do it, I said, okay, this is how they really talk. This is their energy. So go watch that video. If you're someone that really loves dragons, you know, I love dragons. Ever since I saw him in Dragon Slayer and Game of Thrones, that's the only reason why I was watching Game of Thrones, just to see the dragons. I didn't care about all the characters. I didn't care. I was all about the dragon. And then when one of them got killed by the Ice King, and then when the Ice King got taken out, can't. Yeah, the finale, final was the witch. Yes, yes, that whole season part where it's going down. That was good. Um, but yeah, when the dragon, one of her dragons got taken out, I was just like, oh. And then it came back as a dead ice dragon. I was like, what? So now you have the House of Dragons. So yeah, I'm into that one too because that's, I don't know, it's just how I fly. All right, lovelies, be good to yourself. Um, I'm hoping that the next video I do and bring on, I want to talk about the Kutush and a little bit more about that light language coming in and what that's like when you're first going into it. It can be a little nerving, but when you just allow yourself to speak it and stay out of judgment in your head, don't try to figure it out. That's the key to it. Nendo corone na re se la oto kutusu ne na rai. Tenera su tere. Ana akutu kuru makariti na re re. Okay. Just be at peace with that. All right, lovelies. Gotta go. Sipping on my teas. I love my teas. All right, everyone. Have a good night. Sleep well. Women. Oh, sorry. Hold on a second. I think I said it. Just as a side note, if when you get with your loved one and when you reach that point, don't panic of the intensity of it. Okay? The intensity will make you feel like you are not in your body. Don't panic. Just take a breath, anchor it into whatever you're going to manifest, both of you, and then bring it back down. and say it's done, it's done, it's done. Okay? But don't panic because you will not feel your body. That's how different it is. Just letting you know. It's intense. All right. On that note, I'm going to leave you with that. What do, what do? What do? Be so like and subscribe. Thank you so much. And you know what? You guys, guess what? I'm about 5 more people away from, guess what? Getting 200 subscribers. Wow. Some people have only been on YouTube less than a year, have tons of subscribers, and only made 100 or so videos. I've been on since what? 20, 2017, 2016, 2017. And I'm just now getting up to 200 subscribers. They're just now seeing me. You know why, right? Because I speak my truth and I say it like it is. That's why. I do not consent to being contained or I have to fit in the box. I'm way outside the box. I'm so outside the box, there is no box. There you go. Much love to all of you, because I want you to be outside the box. Don't get in the box. Stay out of the box. That's the problem. A lot of us got caught in the box. When you get caught in the box, you end up getting sealed up, mailed off all different directions, return to sender, not knowing where you're going. Forget it. Stay out of the box. I'm not in the box. I'm way outside of the box. I don't conform. That's been the biggest complaint of a lot of people who meet me. You don't conform. No, I don't. Why should you? What are you doing? Okay, on that note, what do? Sorry, I digress. Had a moment there. Whoops. Here we go. New codes coming in. Stay tuned. Integrate.